Good morning. Hey, what's up? Good morning and good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Ooh, let me turn my phone down. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Happy Friday to everyone. My favorite day of the week, guys. My favorite day of the week is absolutely Friday, okay? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming back. This is Kim Mariel Show. I'm Kim Mariel. Let's get into our show. We got to speak to everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Hopefully you guys got your coffee and or tea and you're getting or got where you need to be this morning, okay? Feeling blessed and not stressed. All of the things. Y'all up in here, okay? And everyone's still coming in. I see my top flight, my Rose is first. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, Rose. Hey, Rose. Shirley Terry is here. Lana Thomas is here. Deborah Clark. Hey. Angela Cuff. Denise Slay. Lisa Bell says, I'm here. It's Friday. Yes, girl. Alan Ford, thanks for being here. Yvette McCovery, Denise Slay, Deborah Johnson, D Nice. Big Steak is here. Juju World is here. Hey, Sunny Days. That's a content creator. Check her out. Delilah Tees. Stacy Lane is here. Mary Jacobs is here. Ronnie is here. Sylvia Blow is here. God's chosen angel. Let them know. Lorraine Tyler is here. Sylvia Blow is here. Lamar McDaniel. Felicia is here. Carla Burrell is here. Pamela Williams is here. Erica Rogers is here. Kim Swinson is here. Carla Van Zandt is in the building. Darlene Mungum, I'm sorry. DC Girl 501. Hey, everybody. Sheila Washington is in the building. Hey, April RN Virgo. If y'all need a good RN, get on over there with April, honey. She'll get you right. What's happening is in the building. What's happened? Okay. Well, what happened? I'm sorry. Damn, missed that name all up. What happened is here. Okay. Kim Naughton is here. Annette Holden is here. Sharon Williams is here. Shirley McCrary is here. Maria Perry is here. Trina Dean is here. Immaculate Davis is here. Hey. Kim Jones, Living with Purpose. Brooksy Brooks. Okay. Brooksy Brooks. Hey. Shirley Bishop is here. Nakimbra. Okay, that's cute. Nakimbra says that have you heard Jamal Roberts' new song, Mississippi? I have, and I love it. Okay, I love anything he put out. I love him. So yeah, shout out to Jamal Roberts. Okay, yes. Joyce S. Pick is in the building. Teresa Williams is here. Chevelle Carter. Hey, Helen Thomas. Hey. Felicia Childs is here. Charlene is here. Gail West is here. Shelly Matlock is here. I'm sorry. Mocha Pam is here. Verdi Tulu Taylor is here. Okay. Shout out to everybody here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into our show because we do have one. I hope you guys are, again, having a wonderful Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump on in, honey. Let's jump on in. All right. Says morning, gang. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Ebony. All right, let's get into it. Everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's jump on in, honey. First topic, we're going to get politics out the way. Let me see how many pieces of politics do I have. 2. And we're going to hear from Jasmine Crockett twice because I found 2 clips that I want to share with you guys because y'all know my girl. She come in and slay when it comes to the politics. So let's get into it. All right. So they tried to trip my girl up, okay? They tried to trip her up by playing some old clips when she was reading Trump down. But baby, her recovery here just gave me life. And I said, it would be remiss if I did not share this. Okay, that rhymed, didn't it? Okay. Yes, let's get into it, honey.
To play a couple of statements that you made earlier this year. Okay.
Unfortunately, we have someone that is occupying the White House. And as far as I'm concerned, he is an enemy to the United States. They want to show that they are loyal to this, I don't even know what to call him. I've called him so many things, but this wannabe Hitler for sure.
And to be clear, the president has attacked, other people have attacked you in his orbit, maybe not him personally. But do you have a responsibility as an elected official not to raise the temperature, but rather lower the temperature, particularly when there are people out there who listen to elected officials all over the place who are not well, who use that as a way to instigate the political violence that you are calling out?
I think that my responsibility is to be transparent and to be honest. And the reality is that we are living in a time in which this administration and this regime is not interested in making sure that people understand history. We need to understand why they are so problematic. And so I am using that language because it is accurate language. When we see the consolidation of power, when we see them trying to chill speech of jokesters, when we're seeing all of this, that is a playbook out of Hitler, and I won't deny it. Like, these are the facts. But one of the things that I've never done that the president has done consistently is called specifically for violence. He has said, oh, beat that one up. He has said those types of things. We know that Charlie Kirk was saying things about who should live and who should die. I have never said those kinds of things. And I think that those things are the ones that are really, really dangerous. And even still, some of that will still be protected. We know that we still have laws that are on the book that certain speech is not protected, that it does cross over when you are inciting violence, such as what we saw on January 6th. When you are doing what we consider to be a terroristic threat of some sort, where it's a matter of, I'm not just saying it, but I have the apparent ability to carry that out. But me laying out historical facts, just like they don't want to talk about the fact that slavery was real in this country and that my people were enslaved and dragged and raped and abused, and they don't want to account for any of that. They don't believe in reparations. No, I think it is okay for me to understand history and communicate in a very clear way about why we should feel as if there is a concern. And when we swear an oath, which is what that first clip was, we swear an oath to the Constitution to protect against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And so if there is someone that is evidencing themselves, such as the president, who is going out and says, yes, I will take a $400 million plane from a foreign government, or is engaged in receiving crypto that we cannot track in exchange for, say, giving away chips to Saudi Arabia. No, we absolutely need to understand how these things could cause us harm. Or when he's cozying up to somebody like Vladimir Putin, it's not only a problem for us, but it's a problem for our allies. When you have somebody like Poland that is like, yeah, this is what Russia's up to, and the president is like,
well, let me ask you, because I do want to play a couple of statements.
Child, that deserves a round of applause. Okay, yes. So she told that. I love how she tried to trip my girl Jasmine up by playing some old clips where she was speaking her truth, and she came right on back around the being and told y'all ass what it was. She did not pull back on nothing she said. She didn't take it back, and she broke down why she said what she said. So I love it. Okay. I love everything she said. And the fact that they are trying to, y'all, we've talked about it here on my channel, where they've tried to just completely do away with slavery, saying, oh, we don't want to think about the past. That's just hurting times. Yeah, but that's still our history. Those things happen to our ancestors, and that's still a part of who we are as a African-American culture. So what we're not going to do is say, oh, because it's embarrassing times or it was abusive times back in the day. No, we're going to remember those things. We're going to teach our kids those things in terms of the culture, in terms of the history, and what we and our ancestors had to endure. All right. So yeah, now we're not about to get rid of no damn slavery. Okay. We're not about to do that. They did it to us. We're going to remember that shit. All right. One more piece from Jasmine, and then we're going to move along. All right. Shout out. Let me get pulled up. Shout out to I am Shay Johnson, but that's when I saw it. All right. So it said that Jasmine Crockett, honey, the U.S. representative for Texas 30th Congressional District, one of the only people who's actually speaking the truth instead of covering away or cowering away to fear from the Trump administration. Let's get into this. She reading asses down again.
Particular president has decided that he wants to shake down people as relates to the First Amendment, because he has filed not one lawsuit, not two lawsuits, but he has filed numerous lawsuits. He filed a lawsuit against the New York Times. He filed one against the Wall Street Journal, against CBS, against ABC, against the Des Moines Register. He is doing all of this because he wants to quash any speech that is not appreciative or lauding him, which is pretty much anything that's factual. So let's talk a few facts about these January 6th felons that should still be incarcerated because they went through the process, but because they were doing things on his behalf, of course, he wanted to let them go. So they released more than 1,000 people who participated in the insurrection on this government, many of whom had previous criminal records, like Mr. Theodore Mendenforth, who was convicted of predatory criminal sexual assault of a child, or Mr. Peter Schwartz, who had 38 prior convictions, including one where he beat his wife by repeatedly punching and biting her. Trump also pardoned Mr. David Daniel, who was convicted of production and possession of child pornography. Trump also pardoned Mr. Daniel Ball, who, quote, threw an explosive device that detonated upon at least 25 officers during the Capitol riot. He also had a record for, quote, domestic violence by strangulation. I'm not done. Trump also pardoned Mr. Andrew Taki, who who sent nudes to an undercover law enforcement officer who was posing as a 15-year-old girl. Mr. Casey Hopkins also received a pardon from Trump, and Mr. Hopkins was convicted of forcible rape. According to court records, he, quote, had forcible intercourse with the victim, choked her to the point of impairing her vision, banged her head into a wall, and urinated into the victim's mouth as he humiliated her. These are the people that he decided to release in the streets of DC. So if anybody does need to clean up DC, I would agree it is this man, because he is the one that is causing half the crime that we have. Not only is he participating in the crime, but we know that he instigated the insurrection. And if I did say that I had one issue with the Biden-Harris administration, it is the fact that they did not move forward and make sure that this man was put where he should have been put. Because the last time I checked as a criminal defense attorney, and Mr. Attorney General, you may have a different experience, but I never had a defendant that had 34 convictions for felonies and did not spend one day in jail. Never in my life. And the last time I checked, the party of law and order is the only one that decided that they would be out of order and decided to nominate someone who was not only indicted, but was actually convicted of multiple felonies. That has never happened in this country. And it is a shame that we are dealing with it now.
You better go off
now. And now he wants to tell y'all how to do your jobs.
Come on.
Particular.
That's called a mic drop. Did she not read their asses down and show the people that she was calling their asses out? Back when I tell you she walked every one of them down, that's who we need in office. See, that's why they want to quiet her down, because when a bitch come through, she's slicing. I love her. She is not afraid to call Trump ass out and everybody that's in on the bullshit with him. I love her. Oh my God. When I tell you she is so not afraid to walk heavy up and through there and let them know what the fuck is going on. I love her. Y'all pardon me this morning. That made me so excited. Oh, that made me excited. Girl. All right, let's get her off here, child. Because Lord, that about sent my pressure on her out of here. Let me check on myself. Child. Yeah, I'm going to make it, child. I'm going to be all right. All right, let's get into the next topic. Y'all enjoy that? Girl. All right, let's move on. All right, so for those of you out there that's dealing with your SNAP benefits getting cut off, honey, if y'all go up in there acting like this lady right here, they might turn them back on, okay? Or they might hurry up your little application up over there. This lady here snapped the hell off because she said, I don't give a hot damn about no damn government shutdown. Y'all better shut these damn food stamps on is what you better do. All right, let's get her. Said the government shutdown got these single mothers out here snapping about their damn food stamps. Mama came in there with her African attire ready to snap off. Let's get into it.
Shut down. I need to know what's going on. I got 9 kids to feed. 9 babies.
Let them know, Mama.
And I want to know why they ain't put my food stuff on their car. I done been waiting. I done did my application. And I got 3 handicapped babies. I need to know why my food stamps ain't on my car. This is not right. This ain't fair. I don't care about no shutdown and none of that. But I've been calm. I've been calling. Everybody ignoring me. I've been here 3, 4, 5 times. I want to know why ain't my food stamps on my card. I got 9 babies to feed.
This girl been waiting all this time.
Ma'am, I done been called. I done been down here, and I'm tired.
Sad.
I done been there and did all that. And they still ain't put my food stamps on.
Y'all said she's a comedian. I still like her. Let's watch it.
This is not fair. I'm tired. I done did all that. Now I need to know what a supervisor or somebody.
Black people, why we always got to call for the supervisor right away versus letting them try to fix the situation? We skip right over and go straight on to the supervisor, don't we?
I need somebody to help me. I got 9 kids to feed. 9 kids. 4 of them ain't mine. I'm taking care of other people's kids. I'm old. I'm tired. I got arthritis. I'm tired of coming back and forth down here about my food stamp. I done had an appointment now. They told me my card money supposed to be on my card. It ain't on there yet. Y'all gotta fix this now. I don't have nothing to do with that shutdown. I'm stressed out. I'm a single mama and I'm helping other people's kids. Now I need my stamps now. I ain't gonna keep going through this. I'm already going through a lot of pain. Okay, now this is my 5th time coming down. I had an interview and all. Now this ain't fair how y'all doing people. This ain't fair. I done been all right there. Y'all done did my interview and all that. I still ain't got my steps. Still ain't got my steps. Y'all done let the people shut down the government. Now they ain't gonna give me myself.
It's so sad.
But I don't want to go to jail. But that's where I'm going next when it comes to these babies. Now I gotta go steal and shit. Now I gotta go steal food to put in my house. Y'all ain't got no boxes of food here? Y'all ain't got no food to give me? Y'all don't have nothing to give me? Don't be recording me, man. Don't be
Why ain't
recording
these
me.
people placed like that?
I don't record me. They gonna shut down.
Black people, when I tell you, we would straight turn it out when we get mad about our money. Okay, I feel her on that. I feel her. The way the economy is right now, people food stamps and shit getting cut off or delayed. Baby, you go down there and straight set it off. You look at your card and your shit ain't on there. I wish I could get some damn food stamps. Because baby, it irritates me. I don't know why. I wouldn't call it hate. I wouldn't go as far as calling it hate. But it irritates me when people jump in front of me with 2 fucking buggies of food and you get to use your food stamps and I got to use my coins. I don't like that. Okay, that's cutting into my shoe fund. And yeah, I don't like that. And y'all look like y'all can actually go to work. But y'all up here swiping that damn SNAP card and a bitch got to go out here and use her regular money. I don't like it. I'm calling it regular money. Okay, and y'all don't get no taxes on that card, I heard too. So yeah, that makes me mad. So anybody get food stamps, okay, that's how I feel. Except elderly. Okay. If y'all are elderly, nah, take it back. But anybody else, if you able-bodied your ass and go to work and you getting food stamps, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or $1,000 a month, I ain't here for it. Okay. No, I'm not. Get y'all asses up and go to work too. I'm moving right along. Let's get into some Diddy news, okay? That's embarrassing. All right, so let's get into some Diddy news, honey, because Diddy today we're gonna have to utilize Diddy's butthole, okay? Did I need to say that? I don't know. All right, because it sounded like Diddy may be in the penitentiary a little longer today, because y'all know he will be sentenced. Today is the 3rd. It's the 3rd of the month. All right. So yes, honey, we're gonna have to eulogize Diddy's cornhole today, Lord, after 10:30 when the judge come up and through there and tell him his ass is gonna get them 11 years that that the prosecutors are pushing for. Okay. So Diddy's lawyers share a video that's supposed to be played at his sentencing, Lord. And the video includes some very sentimental moments with his children. And Diddy breaks down in tears and fake tears, I'm gonna call it, over Kim Porter, the same person they said that he allegedly took out. Now, how Kim get in this? And why are we playing a video of Kim and the kids when they were smaller? So you're trying to play on the sympathy of the court. And you say it in your little 4-page Aaliyah letter that your ass wrote yesterday. You won't looking for no sympathy from the court. But in the day, you come up here with a damn movie. So we gotta wait on this fucking movie to play before we hear you going to jail for 11 years today. That's what we gotta do. How about we go ahead and watch the fucking movie now and the judge just go ahead and give you 11 years? That's how I'm feeling. Like, don't delay this shit. I've been waiting on this. I've been counting down. Let's go ahead and get into this. According to the neighborhood talk, child, let's go ahead and watch this damn movie. Diddy up here fake crying and shit. Don't pull the kids into it. Lord. Kim, I'm sorry, okay? Kim, I'm sorry. I know we read the book of all the things that Diddy did to you, okay? Kim's lost words, and I don't give a hot damn what nobody got to say. No, Kim, that's not what Kim said. Fuck that. I believe every word of the book. All right. Yes. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Breaking news to tell you about now. Model and actress Kim Porter, who shares 3 children with Sean Diddy Combs, has been found dead.
She just loved me unconditionally, you know. She just loved me just for me. It's like the closest you could be like with a person.
Boy, bye.
I get to thinking about her, and I go to crying about her.
Today, now I'm a full-time dad, and I'm gonna be there for you through everything, all of y'all.
Every Sunday, I gotta slow everything down and do the family ritual, get the family together, make sure the girls watching church.
There is a definition of grace that is more.
Pops, I love you. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for inspiring.
I've looked up to you and admired you outside of you just being my father, just you being just a great human being, a kind human being.
I love how you inspire me to keep going, to never stop following my dreams.
The real somber music is real cute too, okay? Yeah.
Leaving myself.
See your foot, put in that middle part.
And I did it. I wanted to tell you how much I love you, how much I care for you. Thank you for being so supportive of me and my siblings' dreams, for always encouraging us to go for whatever we want. We love you. We can't wait to make more memories with you. Just want to thank you for everything you do for us. Yes, and we're going to love more than you think.
I had to pick which trophy I want the best person trophy. But I know in order for me to get into heaven, I'm not going to get in there, well, come on in heaven, you had 20 hit records. That don't mean nothing.
I love you.
I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Love you so much.
Hi, Daddy.
We have breaking news to tell you about now. Model and
I'm sorry if I don't have any sympathy. I'm sorry if I wasn't touched. I mean, actually, I wore these stripes today for you, Diddy. I went through my closet. I said, what do I have with stripes? Because I feel like Diddy he needs to see this. Diddy, if you're watching my video today, I wore this shirt for you. Yes, these prison stripes are for you. I'm trying to do this without laughing. Like, damn, we got to look at all this shit before we hit 11 years or 20 years. Like, let's just get right to it. And then you kissing the baby in the mouth over there doing FOs. You should get another 10 years for that too, Diddy. All right. I'm about to write a damn letter to the judge, and I'm going to send an email because it's going to get there faster. All right. Because we need to get with child. Judge Sabaranian, I'm going to send you a letter. Okay. If 50 Cent can write a letter, so can I. If Diddy can write a 4-page Aaliyah letter, so the fuck can I. I'm sick of him. I'm tired of it. Why we got to see this? All happy moments. Never mind the fact. Now you showing your daughters where you over here protecting them, telling them you love them. But then you got somebody else's daughters over in hotels making them do FOs with total strangers. How that shit work out for you? But then you feel like you've been rehabilitated and whatnot, and you should get out of prison because you only spent barely a year up in that bitch after for what? Since all the way back since the 90s you've been doing shit? No. That's not how that worked, Diddy. For every year and for everyone that you have allegedly unalive, I'm going to say allegedly because it's not been proven yet, okay? There have been insinuations. We don't know. But for every person that you've hurt, unalive, beat up, stomped out, all your ass should be in prison for every single fucking day, okay? Because God forbid you write a fucking letter to the judge say that you would go crazy if somebody did some of the things that you did to somebody else's daughters, if somebody did it to your daughters. So is that how that works? And just the fact that you have daughters and your mindset is that you don't give a fuck about stomping out another woman, another female, you're raising females, and you have a problem if somebody do that to your daughters. How many daughters do you have? Like 4? You have 4 daughters. 4 daughters. This shit is sad. Like very sad. Let's continue though, because Diddy's stylist, he is speaking out. But before we get to Diddy's stylist, okay, we're gonna get into there's some more people came out to say that they were sexually assaulted by Diddy. Okay. All right, hold on. Did I pull it? Diddy does have another lawsuit. I didn't fucking pull it, really. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the stylist. Okay, we'll go ahead and watch that now. But 2 other people have come forward while we're talking about it to say that they were molested and sexually assaulted by Diddy. All right, so that lawsuit has gone forward, and that was released late yesterday evening. That 2 more people have come forward to say that Diddy sexually assaulted them. Look at the timing too when the shit came out. Hallelujah. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into former stylist for Diddy details alleged abuse in first TV interview. Says that jailed mogul is right where he needs to be. I agree. Let's get into this. All right.
But he's also facing a new lawsuit. Deontay Nash, who testified at the trial and worked as a stylist for the rapper, alleges he suffered years of abuse, which Combs denies. Nash spoke exclusively to Jerika Duncan.
Puff is chanced out. He's had enough chances. he's right where he needs to be.
Deontay Nash says he worked for Sean Combs from 2008 to 2018, styling Combs and his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. In May, Nash says he was ordered by the court to testify at Combs's criminal trial.
You didn't want to be there to begin with.
I did not.
But you were there because of?
I had to be for Cassie and for myself.
Last week, Nash filed a lawsuit against Combs, accusing the mogul of sexually, physically, and emotionally abusing Nash for a decade. The 39-year-old alleges Combs touched him inappropriately, used a homophobic slur more than once to address him, and choked him on multiple occasions.
Describe the incident you talk about when he strangled you, you say?
Yes.
What happened?
Which time?
He said, which time?
There was one. Cassie was shooting a video. I love it. And we went to like a restaurant the night before. He just came in with such a bad attitude. So I just left the room. You know what I mean? And I went outside to smoke a cigarette. Don't know how he found me. My back was turned. The next thing I know, he's coming up to me and grabbing me and choking me and throwing me on the car. Didn't I tell y'all don't need to be going out?
But he's also facing a new lawsuit. Deontay Nash, who testified at...
That's crazy. All right, so Deontay Nash, the former stylist for Sean Diddy Combs, who testified against him at his federal criminal trial earlier this year, and filed a lawsuit last week alleging years of physical and sexual abuse, is speaking out in his first sit-down interview. He also wrote a letter to the judge Submarinian as well to keep Diddy in jail. Now it says, as previously reported, Nash filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles against Combs and his record label Bad Boy Entertainment, detailing his personal experience, sexual, physical, mental, and emotional abuse at the hands of defendants during his 10-year employment. Too many stories coming out like this. I got to believe it. I'm sorry. Said that he said not only did he witness Diddy physically assault Cassie, but he also personally endured forced tests of loyalty and manipulation, sexual harassment and sexual assaults, physical violence and manhandling, labor trafficking, threats of harm, and threats of unaliving. Says that as a result, he is seeking general and compensatory damages as well as punitive damages in the case. During his first TV interview, Nash told CBS Mornings that he believes Diddy is exactly where he needs to be. I agree. I absolutely. Do y'all agree that Diddy is where he needs to be? This is crazy. I want to see this entire interview now. I got to go look this up because I feel like Deontay Nash is going to tell every damn thing that he went through in this interview. I'm very interested. Y'all know I love shit like this. All right. Shout out to you, sir, for telling your story. All right, Tia Kemp has some words for Young Miami, aka Carisha, for writing a letter for Diddy. We're going to get off Diddy here in a second, but I want to make sure I'm covering all bases before we move on because I don't like to double back when I get on to something else. All right. So Tia Kemp reacts to Young Miami writing a letter of support for Diddy ahead of sentencing, saying that you see what money will do to you, and questions how she could support him after what he did to those women. That's my question. That's my question. Because you had to know people were being trafficked. You had to know that if you were around Diddy, if you were in rooms. We saw the white nail polish, which we said was a requirement of Diddy when said FOs took place, because he liked the way the white nails looked on the black skin of said FO participants. Okay. Yeah, so Young Miami, do I feel like you were dug out and your throat region was bruised a few times? Yeah, I do. I do feel like you were there a few times. But let's go ahead and get into what Tia had to say, because baby, y'all know Tia is a reader as well. Shout out to It's On Site.
I'm trying to be your friend, girl. I'm trying to, but after that, see you wrote that letter for that dick slanging baby oil bandit. I don't know about looking like that shit, girl.
My Lord.
No, I don't know. No, I don't give a fuck. If you claim he treated you better, but the shit you saw he was doing, I wouldn't dare want to be affiliated with a motherfucker like that no more. I wouldn't have nothing to say. My lips will be zipped. I don't give a fuck. But you see what money will do to people? You see? You see that shit? Do you see that shit? I wouldn't have wrote a letter for that son of a bitch for nothing, not a motherfucking thing. Do you understand me? Not the way I would have found out. I have to find out all that shit that bitch, that nasty dick bitch was doing. Carisha, I'm trying to be your friend, girl. I'm trying to, but after that, see you wrote that letter for that.
I Hey, okay. So they said that Tia Kim shared her opinion to Young Miami supporting Diddy in court, saying, you see what money will do to you? You see that Ish said that she added that while Miami may not have experienced the same things, I think she did, said after seeing what he allegedly did to those women, she doesn't understand how anyone could stand behind him, right? And what's the other girl, Gia something, the one that did an interview with Tasha K, saying that while she was pregnant with Diddy's child, that he came over, roughed her up, even stomped on her stomach while she was pregnant and she lost the baby. This bitch then wrote a letter as well saying that she feels that she was forced to be a victim. TF the fuck? Girl, how much money did Diddy pay? Because I'm hearing, and it was also said in the trial, that Diddy was still paying some of her bills. So it's giving you don't want to fuck up your money by cooperating with the feds and the courts against Diddy because you don't want your money cut off so you have to go out here and get a job. How are you feeling forced to be a victim when you were a victim? Like, how does that work for you? These girls just, I don't know, maybe it's fear. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's fear, because if you, I mean, it said Diddy can be a very scary person when he gets mad. We already saw how he did Cassie at that hotel near the elevators. We saw that shit. Like, that was beyond crazy, right? So, Young Miami, we saw the text messages where Diddy was telling you to bring the pink Coquiana on the plane. Okay? Why was he paying you $500,000 a year? What were you doing? What were you doing to warrant $500,000? Girl. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move on though. We're gonna move on. Okay, I did upload it. All right, so we're gonna hit it and quit it on this one because I don't want to stay on Diddy too long. I'm gonna spin the block. I know it 10:30 is supposed to be the trial. I'm gonna keep checking because I may do a live coverage for his trial to see what happens. If we can get through the show in time. If not, then I'll just double back and we'll do a replay. All right, but let's go ahead and get into this. They said not the best timing. Diddy is hit with 2 sexual assault lawsuits one day before prison sentencing. Okay, this is not long. I'll go ahead and fly through it. All right, that's him looking crazy. Said that the timing couldn't be any worse for Diddy. Just one day before his scheduled sentencing, he's been hit with 2 brand new sexual assault lawsuits. Says that according to court documents, that plaintiff Lakeisha Ward and Dijon Bledsoe filed separate lawsuits accusing Combs of sexual assault. Both are represented by attorney Tony Busby. Now, the only thing that kind of gives me a red flag there is that Tony Busby is being sued by Jay-Z for some other allegations and lawsuits that he had against Jay-Z for some sexual assault situations that they found out that there was no merit to it. So I really hope that these charges can stick towards Diddy, just because of the way your reputation kind of went with the whole Jay-Z situation. But we'll see. We'll see. Said that this comes as Diddy faces up to 20 years behind bars after being convicted on 2 counts of transportation of prostitution, although he was acquitted of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges back in July. Now, his sentencing is set for today, which is October the 3rd, okay? So we're going to see what happens. They're saying he's facing up to 20. Prosecutors are asking for 11. So we're going to see if they get that. I pray that he get very close to 11, if not that, because he definitely needs to sit for a while. I feel like there's a lot of people that fear for their lives with, just even the thought of him being released back into society. I don't feel like he should be released. I feel like he's done a lot. I feel like he should have also been prosecuted and or found guilty of the racketeering as well as the trafficking, because that's exactly what it was. Anytime you take a person from state to state, that is called trafficking. So how the fuck can y'all get it right with R. Kelly, but Diddy not so much? Is it because his bag, his money, his bank account was a little bit bigger or longer than R. Kelly's? Because y'all know money talk and bullshit gonna always what? Walk. I had to wet my whistle on that. Yeah, somebody got paid. And I stand behind that. I'm gonna say allegedly because I ain't see the transfer of the money, but I feel like someone on the jury board, let me say it that way, I think somebody palms got greased in terms of voting the way that they did, in terms of letting Diddy off on this fucking racketeering and trafficking shit. Because looking at this case and everything that was testified against Diddy, And I said the other day, which is why he was turning around and looking at certain jurors, and the judge had to tell him if he did it again, he would be found in contempt. So it gives that you were using some type of silent intimidation tactics in order to make people or sway the jury in terms of voting a certain type of way. That's what it gives me. Because why the fuck are you turning around looking at the jury? Why are you doing that? I'm glad the judge called it. This is a very good judge over this case too as well, because y'all know that they tried to appeal the charges that he was found guilty of, and the judge was like, fuck out of here. Get out of here. No. Then they're trying to say, oh, this is just a fetish that he has. Let's please just get rid of all the... No. So today is definitely going to be a day of reckoning. I cannot wait. I will be watching, and again, I will update you on whatever the outcome may be. Let's go ahead and move into this Ray J information. With this Ray J news, Judge Mathis has something to say about the charges, or rather the lawsuit against Ray J from the Kardashians, heavy on the trash. Let's go ahead and get into that. I agree with everything that Judge Mathis is saying. Okay, I do. Then we're going to get into what Ray J has to say, because he's like, I don't give a fuck if y'all suing me or not. Y'all ain't about to quiet me down. Y'all are not going to silence me. So apparently he's not afraid of the Kardashians or their lawyers, because he is still speaking out. So we're going to get into this. Let's get into it and let's go. Shout out to TMZ TV.
Kim Kardashian is suing Ray J. She's saying it's been 20 years and you continuously mention my name of revolving around our sex tape. Should she have sued sooner?
I don't know if she should sue at all. I mean, the fact is that this is something she did and became public. I think she benefited from it. Ray J benefited from it. And so I don't see the lawsuit there.
So not even a gag order, do you think?
Perhaps if a gag order, but a gag order on what? Him discussing what he was engaged in with his former girlfriend. Now, if she wants to claim defamation.
Yes, yeah. She did say defamation. Yeah, she did say defamation.
We see the fact.
I mean, how much of it is going to be defamation? I saw the fucking tape. Did anybody see the Ray J and Kim Kardashian SEX tape? I'm sure everybody's seen it. I've seen it. Okay, that's how I knew Ray J was hung like a damn horse. I was like, Brandy, is that a clip on? Or is that you? Shit, I thought she was a clip on.
And defamation, the essence of it is you're wrong. And in this case, we saw it. Well, at least some folks did. Where my wife at? No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But no, I don't see a case.
I mean, last promise. So we're not saying that she has a lawsuit or not, but do you think maybe he should put a rest to mentioning her name as frequently?
Well, she can seek a cease and desist when he's doing it in the media, if he's doing it with the media, broadcasting it, in other words, even perhaps having it aired, she might issue a cease and desist because it's damaging her reputation. But in terms of defamation, not sure, because defamation, by definition, if it's a fact, that defeats the claim.
And you think she's been doing pretty well for herself?
Yeah, she has. I think she benefited from it. Her first shot at fame came from the Freak video. So, and
indeed,
Ray J has benefited as well, even though he was somewhat famous before. She wasn't, so she benefited.
Kim Kardashian.
I love it. Everything he said on top of it. So pretty much Judge Mathis is saying that the Kardashians may not have a lawsuit. Now, what they can do is file a cease and desist to make him shut up and not speak their name in terms of damaging their reputation. That's something they probably could do. But in terms of defamation, I mean, if he's speaking on there was an SEX tape and that they were making him do things, or now if he's speaking on saying that they have some RICO and all this shit going on, if that's not true, then maybe there could be a defamation lawsuit in that regard. But in terms of speaking on the tape and saying that our Kardashians had him doing sexual things, well, he was saying the mama didn't know about the tape, and it was supposed to be a second tape I hear. I was just like, Jesus, I'm still recovering from the first one. Because damn, him and his whole elephant trunk was just literally taking over the damn video. And Kim Kardashian, the fact that I can't even say the shit on here. Damn, girl. Just to say that your throat goes for miles and miles. I didn't say that, okay? I saw the video and I was like Macaulay Culkin in that bitch. I was like, bitch, okay. But yeah, Ray J, he definitely made you a star, Kim. All right, he did, girl. He made you a star. Okay, yeah, he did. moving along. Let's get into Ray J. Let's get into Ray J. Ray J said, I don't need no fucks. You ain't about to quiet me up. Okay. See, that's how you know. That's how you know when people hide and stuff. Y'all know Ray J. Y'all know he get on them mushrooms, baby. He would tell all your damn stuff. All right. You don't want. That's the type of friend you don't want. Okay. A nigga pop a Molly and mushrooms. The two M's. And I ain't talking about the M&M's. The mushrooms and the Mollies. When he get on them too, don't even worry about it. All right. He about to put all your shit out there. So Kim, girl. All right. So Ray J says he will not be silenced after Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner's defamation lawsuit against him. Says, I don't want y'all hush money from a lie that your ass created. Okay. Says, Kris, you made me do dirty things with your daughter. Ooh, let me find out she was over there producing the video. Okay. Because Kim was trying to act all shy in the beginning. And then, a little bit further, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, into the video, it was like she just came alive in the video. Okay. Let's get into it. Because Ray is like,
I cannot be silenced from in no which way informed, dog. These motherfuckers think they can silence us.
Who trying to stop you? Can't
Nigga,
stop.
the whole fucking world. These sleazy criminals. Hey, I'm not all right because, like, all I've been trying to do is be a good person, bro. And we just did some shit with Kai. It was so dope. And then the next couple of days is tainted by false accusations from KK and her mom and all of these things. I just can't take it no more. I can't take no more hush money. I can't take no more disrespect. I can't take no more low morale of like who I am. I got a daughter and a son, bro, and I'm not fucking doing it no more, bro. Doing that shit for my daughter and my son. Like, they will not know me for something that I'm not. And I promise you, like, for the truth, I'm trying to get to the truth, or I die trying. I'm not trying to get no clout or nothing. Like, we already popping. I just can't take it. If you understood what was happening from now until like 20 years ago, all day, every day. They were not silent. I defamed you? How?
he going off.
How I defamed you? You just paid me all this money. You didn't mention that, huh? Go back up. You didn't mention that. But you also didn't mention that you were supposed to tell Hulu to take that shit down, bro. These bitches already paid me $5 million, bro. And they trying to, like, make me a slave, bro. I can show you all the dirty shit they telling me. This ain't even no money. This ain't even no money, bro. Like, this ain't cool. Y'all trying to play with me.
So what was the $5 million for? Was it hush money? Or was it for some said sexual acts? Because that's what he's trying to say, that they're accused of the same thing. That they're just like Diddy. They got Rico and shit, all this going on. So are they doing the same shit that they're saying that Diddy did? That they're saying that Diddy got away with some trafficking and shit like that? Because that's what he's alluding to. And if he was paid $5 million, what was it for?
Me. Y'all think that I'm on here acting like an ass, like I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed with you. You obsessed with me. I got all the proof. This is you telling me, please don't tell nobody. You going to jail. This is bribery. And you keep pressing me every year. And I don't want to take this shit no more, bro. I don't want to take y'all fucking money. Like, this is bad. This is not cool. Money is not everything, y'all. Remember that. Money doesn't make you. I defamed you? How? This is not okay. They need to speak on this. What is this? What is this? What are you doing? What is this? The arbitration shit's out the door, bro. What are you doing? This is hush money from a lie that you created. You went online and said that you didn't do you like, Kris, you told me what to do. You made me shoot another dirty sex tape with your daughter. And you made.
Didn't I tell y'all it was two? Didn't I tell y'all it was two? Kris, allegedly, all right, was saying, okay, this first video like went boom, okay? That first video is what really made her famous. And then they tried to say, oh, it was leaked. But then we're getting rumors that Kris actually put it out there, allegedly, so that her daughter could be well known. Because this is the same bitch that was stealing money from Brandy. This is the same bitch that was stealing money off Brandy, single Brandy, Ray J's sister Brandy. Because Kim Kardashian used to be like a stylist, so if you will, like cleaning up Hollywood people's closets. Like, she would go in their closets and rearrange or like pull styles for them. She was doing that with Ray J. I mean, with Brandy. All right. Brandy would give her like the credit card. She would go out and purchase like outfits so that Brandy could have, you know, like style her or whatever. But Kim was taking money off of and or stealing from said card, allegedly. This is what was said back in the day. All right. Y'all can go read up on it. The shit is out there. Go Google it. All right. So Brandy, of course, chose not to press charges against Kim with this, you know, on the strength of Ray J, because during the time they were messing around, they were dating or whatever. So I don't know if there was a conversation between Brandy and Ray J, like, oh, that's my girl, like, don't press no charges, I don't want her to go to jail, bitch, you know, something like that. But anywho and anyway, so that they let that slide. But you know, this girl was a whole damn thief who stole thousands of dollars. But then turn around and was like, well, bitch, how can I be famous? Like, I'm watching Brandy and all these people on TV and they're famous. How can I be famous? So they're saying that the mother, which is so fucking nasty to put your daughter through that, to record a video of them in an intimate moment. And I'm just like, girl, you had stuff in your mouth on camera and your mama was standing there, or maybe was you know, in agreement with that type of shit. She got real nice. She got real nasty, real nasty down and dirty in the fucking video. So now to hear that there was a second video, wow.
You do dirty things, yo. And you made me feel every day like it ain't okay. Like this is not okay. Now, I get by it and I'm having fun and I'm doing my thing. I'm back. Niggas is like, yo, Ray's a good nigga. And then you want to hit me and send cease and desist letters to everybody to make them not be like even hang around me. Like, that shit fucked up. So fuck it. I'm gonna stop there. Stop here. I want y'all to, I need y'all to tell them this is America really what it is, y'all. America deserves to know. Y'all trying to kill the black community. Y'all trying to kill niggas off. I swear to God, I can go deeper than this, but I'm not today.
Ray J is hiding a lot of secrets from so many people. He's hiding secrets from with Diddy, because y'all know he ran with Diddy a whole lot too. So he knows a lot of shit that was going on with that whole trafficking and shit. So he knows about it. Ray J is hiding a lot of secrets. He knows about the shit that happened to Whitney Houston. I feel like he had something to do with it. I feel like he's still fighting those demons. He knows a lot about the shit that's been going on with the Kardashians and other people in Hollywood as well. I think Ray J has seen a lot of shit in Hollywood, and he's still fighting and or carrying a lot of demons, which is probably why he stays so fucking high, so that those voices don't just like overrule him. That's what it gives me. That's what it gives me. That's why he stays high on mushrooms and mollies and all this other shit, allegedly, so that he don't have to think about these things that he's been a part of and things that he know. Y'all know he hung around Clive Davis. We already know what the fuck Clive is into. Clive and Diddy. Did y'all hear about Clive's name at all in the Diddy trial? You know why? Because Clive is up here. They got to offer someone, okay? They're not going to go for the top person. They're going to protect the man up here, but Diddy's here under Clive. Clive didn't testify. Clive didn't write no fucking letter, and they supposed to be in boys like this. That tell you how Hollywood works. But Ray J know a lot of shit when it comes to people being unalive, people being trafficked, all that shit. But he ain't going to talk about it, because then his ass ain't going to be here no more. That's how it works. That's how it works. You shut your mouth and you get your money. You tuck your head and you move the fuck on. When you see things, you don't see it. You see it, but you don't see it. And that's how that shit works. It's kind of like the street. You see some shit, but you don't. Stitches get snitches. It's kind of like that. All right, let's go ahead. Now they said in 2021, or let's go back up. Says that Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner continue to take more twists and turns. For years, all parties have been embroiled in a back and forth over who leaked the infamous SDX tape of Kim and Ray J. It says that as Ray J points the finger at Kris and Kim, said that they said that it was him who sat with execs and inked a deal to make money on its release. Now, on 2021, Kim reignited the drama over the tape after addressing the scandal on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Then claims began circulating about an alleged second tape, which I told y'all, which her lawyers denied ever existed, then later took action to prevent from surfacing. It's kind of like the Epstein files. They said there's no files, but then why the fuck are you trying to prevent said files from coming out? It's the same shit. It says that in 2022, Kris took a lie detector test to clear her name, which it appeared to have done, said, but Ray J wasn't buying it and aired everyone out with a full on PowerPoint presentation on Instagram. Not PowerPoint. Let me find out this nigga out here is a whole secretary. So I said, fast forward to September 26th, when Ray J told Krishan Rock that he was bringing a federal RICO case bigger than Diddy's case against Kim and Chris. Now, days later, they hit him with a defamation lawsuit for still talking on them and this tape, etc. Now, it says that now Ray J is insisting that he will not be silenced by the mother and daughter duo. All right. Now, we're not going to look at all these slides. If y'all want to watch it in your leisure, you can go on over to Hollywood Unlocked. Child, he is telling all the business. He's like, y'all not about to silence me. I'm gonna fuck about no cease and desist. Okay. Yeah. So shout out to Ray J for speaking his truth. Let's get into some Tyrese, aka Cryreese news. The feds are still looking for him. He's not turned himself in, even though there is an open warrant for him for his dog unaliving the neighbor's dog, and he has chosen to hide out and not respond. But he did have his lawyers respond in a letter to, I guess, the police. Or the public. Let's get into it. Tyrese Gibson fails to turn himself in after arrest warrant issued over dog attack. Okay. We just covered this the other day. Y'all know any updates, we have to come back and give y'all the updates so that y'all know what is going on. So let's go ahead and get into this letter. Okay. Says that this Tyrese Gibson story just took another turn. Shout out to Ice Cream Combos. The Fast and Furious star missed his deadline to turn himself in after an arrest warrant was issued in connection to a tragic dog attack. Says that Tyrese has now broken his silence on Instagram, saying that he's shocked, devastated, and heartbroken, like Brandy, while sending condolences to the family who lost their beloved pup. All right, let's go ahead and read what it says. It says that Tyrese for immediate release. All right. His attorney gave Banks Esquire, Banks Weaver Law Firm, okay, statement on behalf of Mr. Tyrese Gibson. Let's go ahead and read it so you guys can see what's going on. On behalf of my client, Mr. Tyrese Gibson, we wish to extend our deepest condolences to the family who lost their beloved dog in this tragic incident. Tyrese's heart is truly broken. Why are your heart broken? And he has been praying for the family constantly, hoping that they may one day find it in their hearts to forgive him. Sound like Diddy. So while he was out of town when the incident occurred, said he accepts full responsibility for his dogs. Immediately upon learning what happened, Tyrese made the incredibly difficult decision to rehome to his two dogs, adult dogs rather, and their three puppies in a safe and loving home. Said that the liability of keeping them was simply too great, and he could not bear the thought of anything like this ever happening again. This is what his attorneys are saying. It goes on to say, after 40 years of being a passionate dog lover, raising everything from Pomeranians, Yorkies, Shih Tzus, Maltese, and to larger breeds like Shar-Peis, says that my dogs have only ever been treated as family. Said that they've never been trained to harm, never spent a single day in attack or protection training, and they've grown up playing with kids and smaller dogs in my home. But I mean, it's the breed of dogs too. I mean, I'm a pit bull owner. If my dog see another dog, it's like lights out. So when we walk in, you really got to hold tight because it's just in their nature. Okay, it's in their nature to be aggressive. You don't have to teach dogs to be aggressive; they just are. Said that's why this incident has left me shocked, devastated, and heartbroken for the family affected. As an empath, said that my heart hurts deeply for their unimaginable loss, and I've been trying to reach out directly to express my sorrow and condolences. It goes on to say that I am not overseas, okay, because y'all remember they said he ran to Dubai. He says, I'm not overseas. I'm here in LA with my family, still mourning the loss of my father just 15 days ago. I didn't know that. Said that to my family who lost their beloved pet, please know that I am praying for you, grieving with you, and will continue to face this tragedy with honesty, responsibility, and compassion. He ends it with a broken heart. Okay. Tyrese also addresses the blogs who have been covering this story as well. TMZ, I think, broke it first. Let's go ahead and say or talk about what he had to say. So he says, please note, the blogs and the media are using images of Cane Corso dogs that, I hope I said it right, that are not my actual dogs to paint a very different picture. He said that this is not about me. This is about the family that's dealing with a very unexpected tragedy. I just wanted to post this and give them clarity. He said that may the Lord Jesus Christ, honey, continue to cover their family and my family. No one wanted or expected to wake up to any of this. Then he puts the praying hands, signed off as Tyrese Gibson. Okay. He said, I had no idea on any level because in my house, this is the vibration of our furry family.
What she told Atlanta media is that they received a phone call September 18th from a neighbor who let his dog out at night, only to find the dog dead on the ground minutes later from a clear-cut animal attack. Now, according to law enforcement, Tyrese was warned multiple times about the cane corso prowling the neighborhood. The direct quote is, "It is negligence on his part as a homeowner and to just let the dog roam free." And now they've killed an innocent animal. Police say that they obtained this warrant and that they plan to search Tyrese's home and like all these things. So Tyrese, I spoke to him and he says, number one,
now when they said search the home, they're not searching the home for anything but the dogs. They just want to get the dogs.
Yeah.
What usually when a dog does a bite, just explain anybody. When a dog bites anybody or a person or anything else, they take the dogs for 30 days to make sure the dog doesn't have rabies or there's nothing else wrong with the dog. So it's like doggy jail.
So they put the dog in the county for 30 days.
Yeah, they do.
So, but now he is given that he's hiding the dog. You know, the police, animal control, everyone's looking for you. There's a whole warrant out there. They're telling you to, give the dogs up. He's refusing to do that by saying that he's rehomed the dogs. It don't work that way. They're not going to stop coming for you. They're not going to stop coming to your house. So it's given that you're hiding out somewhere in LA to avoid the inevitable, because warrants don't go away. They don't expire. So if and when they catch up with you, whether they pull you over on the freeway, find you at the fucking gas station, wherever on the set of a movie, they're going to get you. Just turn the dogs in like they're asking you to. You can't go rehome a dog when they unalive somebody. The shit don't work like that. That's the problem I have with Tyrese. He just does not comply. He did the same shit when it came to him paying child support. They literally had to lock his ass up for him to get the picture, and he wound up having to pay said amount before he could even get out. And then that's when he wanted to cooperate when he saw the courts weren't playing with him. He did that whole, I'm calling my lawyers. I need, 100 men to march with me down to the courthouse steps because I feel like I'm being done wrong for having to pay child support for a child that I, produced. Same shit. Why does he feel this sense of entitlement? You don't get to rehome a fucking dog that unalives someone else's dog when you allow your dogs to run free. You don't get to go and hide out. Now, condolences to you if you lost your father, if that's the case. I'm not saying he didn't, but you still have to comply with what the law is asking you. Your neighbors, they want justice in this situation. And if your dogs are aggressive in nature and you allow them to roam the neighborhood and something happens, what if it was a child? You're going to hide your dogs. You're going to rehome your dogs if a child gets attacked and or unalived? When it's your responsibility as a pet owner to make sure your dogs are secure at all times. I don't give a damn. I'm just saying. He probably gave it to a relative. I see y'all putting it in. He probably gave his dogs to a relative and say, hey, just keep my dog till this shit cool down and then I'll come back and get them. It don't work like that. The warrant says you have to give up your dogs. They came there looking for your dogs, and you nor the dogs weren't there. So at some point in time, you got to come back home. You got to give up the dogs. Okay, you're just making the shit worse, is what you're doing. Because they're not going to stop.
Issues. So they went to his house on September 20th.
Show as many videos you want to with you playing with the dogs, but the fact remains your dogs attacked someone else's dog and unalived their dog. So. They are aggressive dogs.
22nd, there was a search. Tyrese nor the dogs were there.
Looking for the dogs.
Right. So then that's where the whole warrant conversation came from. But Tyrese tells us exclusively that he is not on the run. He is in LA with his family. And that his attorneys are dealing with all of this. If there was any obligation for him to turn himself in at this day, this time, whatever, it would have been done already. But he says that is not the case. That is not what's happening.
So when you have a warrant, you don't have to turn yourself. When does that happen? So there's special rules for Tyrese when he get a warrant? Because anybody I've ever heard that had a fucking warrant had turned themselves in. I mean, right?
He said there was a rumor that he was going to Dubai. He said he's not going to Dubai. He's actually with his family.
Yeah, and so
he posted he was going to Dubai, but he always does this around this time of year. His birthday is, I think, in December, so he always travels.
Yeah, but I guess they made it seem like he was running to Dubai. He said no, not at all.
Follow Tyrese, he does it.
Who never deserves this. He says that he remains committed to facing this matter with honesty, responsibility, and compassion.
Wait. Yes.
And but what would they say, Charlamagne?
I don't know what they would say.
You know what I'm saying?
Or a kid or bite somebody.
The dog goes into court.
They usually put the dog. The actual.
So yeah, it's like he's avoiding the inevitable. Just turn the fucking dogs in. Yeah, I get it. You got your attorneys on it, but the courts are asking that you relinquish the dogs, and they'll figure it out from there. I'm just saying that's how it works. But let's continue on. He said he ain't hiding out, child. He said him right here in LA. But I find it very strange you went and rehomed those dogs, as you called it, to avoid giving them up like you're supposed to. All right, so I see my mods telling me that we do need a jam session. Can we go ahead and hit that like button, guys? Okay. I don't like to stop my show to do that because I be on such a roll and I be wanting to finish my show, but y'all be sitting on the like. So let's go ahead and do that right quick. Hit that like button, okay? Still here. Tap that like, tap that like. Tap the like button, tap that. Back into the show. Thank y'all. Thank you guys. Thank y'all. Please keep tapping on that like for me, okay? All right, so let's get into these apologies. Now, y'all know the girls have been fighting. When we say the girls, we mean Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. I'm tired of talking about them, but it looks like there may be some type of resolve. Let's see, because the two of them were talking about each other's kids in their rap beef, okay? Why the kids got brought into this, I don't know. But Nicki Minaj apologizes to Innocent Culture, which is Cardi B's daughter, with Offset for ugly monkey diss. All right. And Cardi B then apologizes to Papa Bear, which is Nicki Minaj's son, for the pedo blood inherited from his uncle and father comment. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into these apologies to see if they are indeed sincere or just another dig at the other. All right. Shout out to that grape juice, because that's what we're looking at it. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Let's get into it, honey. Because the girls are girling. All right. So Dear Culture, this is Nicki Minaj with her apology to Cardi B's daughter Culture right here in the blue. All right. Dear Culture, truth is, I did all of this for a bigger purpose, and one day you'll understand. Really? Said that you're a cute child, and lots of kids have cute little funny looking gums before they grow into all of their features. Says one day you'll see this, so I have to say I apologize. Now, as a child of God out here, and queen in my community, as Tisha would call it, who look to me for integrity. You're an innocent child and don't deserve any of this, okay? It says one day your mother, aunt, and many more will be brought to their knees for what they said and tried to do to my young prophet / beautiful boy. Take care, my darling. This isn't who I am. I kind of feel like that's not a sincere apology. Y'all put it in the chat. Y'all put it in the chat. Was that a sincere apology or was there some shade in there? Right here where it says, one day you'll see this, so I have to say this. I apologize as a child of God. See, right there, when you got to child of God, that's when the shade came in. The shade, now let's go back up. Right here where it said the funny looking gums. I feel like that was some shade too. Okay. Nikki, I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you. This whole apology is some bullshit. Hold on. That's what I gotta say about that. Again, that was not sincere. You still was coming for her indirect. It was like a subliminal. It was some subliminals in here. And then you call yourself a child of God, but you still on the bullshit. Like, pick one. Who is being brought to their knees when you was doing the same shit? Your auntie, your mother, and many more will be brought to their knees for what they said and tried to do to my young prophet. Now he a prophet. Everybody in your house saved now. Okay, girl. All right, let's get on to that's not an apology. I'm glad y'all can see that. All right. So let's go ahead and get into Cardi's apology. Let's see if there's some sincerity there. Child. All right, dear Papa Bear Perk. See, we done started out wrong. We already know what perk is, okay? I'm trying to be serious. This shit is just, oh my God. All right, so let's get into Cardi's, honey. Dear Papa Perk, Lord, said, I'm sorry that your mommy cut you a birthday cake for the past 3 days because she can't take my success or happiness. There we go. Shit. One day, you're going to grow up, and I hope you understand when a girl say no, that it means no. And you can overcome the pedophilia blood that you inherited from you, your grandfather, and your father, and your uncle. We done started out wrong again, Lord. Now, please don't hate me when you grow up, because your mommy rather give me more attention than she gives you. All right, don't do it. So hopefully when somebody that really cares about her put her in a rehab facility and whatnot, and give her the help that she needs so that she can come out and read you a book, okay? Because she probably ain't read to you since you were born. I added that part. What y'all think? See, the shit just went down the drain. I was rooting for you too, Cardi. Now, this little boy don't need to know nothing about no pedophilia and all this other shit that you done mentioned in here, all right? And telling him that his mama ain't cut no cake for him in 3 days because she's so focusing on you and your success and happiness. This shit just, y'all, this just went all the way left. All right, Cardi won't done, honey. Okay? She won't done. Again, shout out to that grape juice. Cardi then goes on to say, don't give my child no backhanded, one of these right here, backhanded apology and keep my child's name out your mouth. Because I will always take you where you don't want to go about mine. I'm that way too. It's a full windmill about mine. Says that honest truth, this going back and forth about kids is really draining my energy. Well, why are you still doing it? Says, I want to keep mentioning kids. It feels very nasty and dark. But the energy that you keep giving my kids, I'm going to resend it back to Messenger. All right? So I was really hoping they would squash this. So I guess later on today, I'll keep checking my notifications to see more bullshit continuing to go back and forth. Like, y'all are parents, y'all are mothers. Like, at some point in time, y'all gotta let this shit go because y'all were doing the fucking most. Let me see, do I still got these messages, child, where they were going after the kids? I don't like that. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Like, these are children. All right, so let's see. Let's put it up here. Let's remind you guys of the bullshit that was said. All right, Cardi, this is what you had to say. Why is that so small? Cardi, that's what you had to say about Nicki, child, okay? And it was not nice. Now, the least you could have done was damn apologize sincerely. All right? So Cardi says about Nicki's son. All right, let me read it. Let's make it bigger. I said, you said F vulture, what? Said, bitch, that slow ass son that came out of your punani said that you was wishing so much negativity on me while I was pregnant, and look at your karma. Says, look at what your rotten pussy produced. Now he a whole 5-year-old tiptoeing around the house and can't spell his name. Where's the good in that? I'm saying, where is the good in that? All right, so let's get into, girl, yeah, I had to go and call the popos for that. All right, so let's get into what was said about Cardi's child by Nicki. Because, child, I said, they just don't went too damn far. All right, let's get that up there. And then we're going to get up off of child. Because, Lord. All right, so Nicki Minaj says, culture vulture, you ugly too. See? Nicki, you just as wrong. So the both of you guys calling each other's kids names and trying to say the other child is slow and 5 years old, can't spell their name, If y'all want to apologize, please make it. I'm going to call the police again. what are y'all asking for? The bullshit that y'all continue to be a part of. All right. Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and yes, under the siren, I had to go and call the popos on them for this shit because I'm tired of this. All right. I'm tired. I should have brought my belt up here so I could whoop both their asses for the bullshit that I have to keep reading. But let's continue on. All right. Let's continue on to our next topic. All right. I hope y'all enjoying the show. Let's get into this thing right here. Black people, please learn how to act when you go out. Now, I get it. When you go to these damn Chinese restaurants and you ask for another soy sauce, they look at you like you asked for a discount. All right. But this particular lady here, honey, she went off. She went off because they told her, honey, at Little Caesars, and I don't know who the fuck eats there. Who eats Little Caesars? Anyone? Cardboard with some damn cheese on it. So she went to Little Caesars out here and she was asking for another sauce, and they told her it's gonna cost an extra $1, and she set it off in that bitch. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Girl. Black people, we gotta do better, okay? Girl, we gotta do better. I'm so hot and angry. Y'all know their slogan is hot and ready, child. That shit, oof. Hot and nasty. That's what they should have named that shit. Kentucky woman, a woman out there in Kentucky, is arrested for destroying a Little Caesars restaurant and causing over $1,000 worth of damn damages after being told that extra sauce is gonna cost you $1. What kind of sauce is this? Child. Your fat neck ass having ass don't need no more damn sauce. That's your problem now. You always want extra. Look at your neck. Damn Rick James curls. All right, let's get into this. Now I'm mad. Shit. Okay, so a Louisville woman's demand for extra sauce ended with a shattered store, $1,000 in damages, and now criminal charges. So you're going to jail over some damn sauce. Says Brianna Haynes, oh my God, was arrested last week, months after she went on a destructive outburst inside of a Little Caesars back in January, as old people call it, January. According to court documents, now said the incident began when Haynes, hot and ready tail, self-asked, hot and ready tail self-asked for an extra packet of sauce with her order. It said that when an employee told her that the additional condiment would cost $1, the situation spiraled. Girl, she went off. Lord. Now, investigators say that Haynes created a disturbance inside the store before shoving the items off the counter. I knocked all this shit over. That's what she told him, child. Sauce went everywhere, including a cash register and computer stand. Damn. This bitch is crazy. Said that the rampage left the restaurant with an estimated $1,000 in damages, child. It said that despite the January incident, that Haynes wasn't arrested until September 22nd. How you get away with that long? When police responded to a separate altercation, so your ass was acting up again. Now, according to court records, said she allegedly threw a brick at a car belonging to her child's father. See? Girl. Said that that arrest tied her back to the earlier Little Caesars rampage. Now, Haynes is now facing charges for criminal mischief and assault. Now, she was scheduled to appear in court again on Wednesday. Invalid or valid cash out. Child, what the hell, lady? Girl, over some damn sauce. Now, you done threw a brick at your baby daddy car. And that linked you to the Little Caesars with that nasty ass piece of incident. Police! Police, get back in here. Come on. Yeah. Wow. What y'all think about that? Put in the chat what y'all think about that. Let's get her off my screen, child. She be ready to knock my shit over. And we're going to really have a problem. All right? Knock my damn computer over. Knock my shit over in here. We're going to have a real problem. I'm going to pull every one of them curls out. From the front to the bike. Okay? Back bangs and front bangs. Sideburns and all. All that shit coming off. All right, so let's continue. All right, now this is kind of a sad, somber story because y'all know we got to laugh a little bit. Some of y'all gonna cry. I ain't crying because I'm a thug. But let's go ahead and get into this next topic, child, because this story here, I definitely had to cover it. Because listen, Linda, listen. She needs some real anger management over some damn sauce, girl. All right, let me find out you out here on some damn garlic butter in jail over some damn garlic butter. Child. Okay. It's on site. Thank you for this. Now, daughter demands answers after her mother is beaten to being unalive by hospital roommate while recovering in her bed at a Lincoln hospital in the Bronx. It says the death is ruled as a homicide, y'all. Let's look at this because, oh my God. Let's read up a little bit so y'all know what's going on. Now, tragedy at Lincoln Hospital in the Bronx has left a family demanding answers after a woman who entered the hospital seeking treatment was unalived inside her own room. Now, 55-year-old Cynthia Van was admitted to Lincoln Hospital in Mott Haven earlier in September for liver issues. Now, according to investigators, while she was recovering in her bed, her hospital roommate suddenly turned violent and struck her in the head while she slept. What the hell? She should have been in the psych ward, not in her room. It said that Cynthia was rushed into surgery but never recovered. Now, she passed away from her injuries on September 27th, just over 2 weeks later. That's why I'm going. If I go to the hospital, I'm in the room by myself. I don't never share no room. Fuck that. All right, because people are crazy. It said that the New York City medical examiner officially ruled her unaliving a homicide, confirming that she passed away from complications caused by the beating. Damn. Said that her daughter, Tanisha Van, told News 12, that she was stunned to learn the assault had even happened inside of a hospital where her mother should have been protected. Said that she says that the hospital informed her that the roommate had a known history of violent behavior, raising serious questions about why the two women were even placed together in the same room. I would sue the fuck out of that hospital. Oh my God. Said that it's heartbreaking. Tanisha said that she went into the hospital to get better. I trusted them with her life, and now I'll never get my mother back. That's heartbreaking. Now, the NYPD has confirmed the homicide ruling and says that its investigations is ongoing. Now, as of now, there has been no official response from New York City Health and Hospitals / Lincoln, which oversees Lincoln Hospital. That lawsuit will make them respond. Now, community advocates and patient rights group are already calling for stronger protections for patients, questioning how a woman with a documented history of violence could be placed in a room with another patient without additional monitoring or safeguards. Now, the case had raised wider concerns about safety protocols at public hospitals across New York City, especially in psychiatric and general care wards where patients may be housed together without adequate supervision. That's dangerous. Now, for Cynthia's family, those questions are urgent and deeply personal. Said that her daughter says that she will not stop pushing for accountability. I know that's right. Now, somebody failed her, and she says, we need to know who. Shout out to Fox. Not Fox. Why I want this to be Fox News? Shout out to News 12 and shout out to It's On Site. Let's go ahead and look at this video in terms of what they have to say.
Cynthia Van was described as a great mother and an even better grandmother. She's someone that kept to herself and loved her family unconditionally. Cynthia's daughter, Tanisha, tells me her mother was attacked in her sleep by her roommate.
You know, you're supposed to feel safe.
The hospital called Tanisha to tell her of the attack and that her mother went into emergency surgery for her wounds. 2 weeks later, she died.
Wow.
Cynthia Van was described as a great mother and an even better grandmother. She's someone that kept to herself and loved her family unconditionally. Cynthia's daughter, Tanisha, tells me her mother was attacked in her sleep by her roommate.
You know, you're supposed to feel safe.
The hospital called Tanisha to tell her of the attack and that her mother went into emergency surgery for her wounds.
Wow.
2 weeks later, she died. Cynthia Van.
I mean, what do you say in a situation like that? I mean, if you're not safe in a hospital, why would you put somebody who has a known violent behavior in a room with this lady? It sounds like she has some psychiatric issues. I mean, I want to read more into this. Was there some type of well, it could have been an argument because they said the lady was asleep. You just attacked her while she was asleep. So it could have been no fucking argument. You just laying there and pissed off about something and you run over there and attack this lady while she's asleep. It's giving premeditation there. Like that shit was premeditated for you to run up over there on her side of the room. Because, you know, most of the time, if you're sharing a room, there's like a curtain or a divider. So you stay on your side and then that person, that's their side. It's understood that's their side. So you went on this lady's side of the room and just attacked her, hitting her in the head with something and then unaliving her to where she succumbed to her injuries. That's crazy. And the hospital staff, of course, in those rooms, there should be cameras, which is probably how they caught her. But at the end of the day, they probably do need to step up security. But then you wouldn't think you need security like that if someone's in the hospital and they're seeking some type of care. Obviously, if you're in the hospital, something's wrong with you, you're either sick or injured or something. So you wouldn't think a motherfucker would get out of bed and wobble up over there and be on that kind of time, windmilling on somebody and unalive them in the fucking hospital. So Bronx Hospital, honey, y'all gonna have to answer to this, because baby, yeah, somebody's life was lost, and that's not a good look for that hospital. Lincoln Hospital in Bronx, New York. Y'all need to answer to that, baby. Moving along. Y'all sound off in the chat for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some Ken and Chin news. Now, we kind of touched on yesterday that Trish about to be going to jail for 180 days, honey, with Ken ass over here still staying up in the house. Now, he over here line dancing and shit when his ass need to be over there packing. Okay. Yeah. Nigga over here dancing, line dancing with the homie when he should be backing that truck up to the damn front door and getting his shit out of there. Because on November the 6th, your ass got to go to contempt court with Trish up over there because you ain't do what the judge told your ass to damn do. All right. So I'm just going to show a little bit of this where Ken is over there giving absolutely no fucks about what the judge had to say. He already knows that Trish has been served these this contempt court document through, of course, Marquez, who went and filed the contempt against Ken and Trish for not moving out, well, for Ken not moving out when he was ordered to do so back on August the 26th, I think it was, by 5 p.m. So I'm gonna play just a little bit so y'all know what song they're dancing off of, and then I gotta cut it. I hope I ain't got it. Y'all know the song. Okay. Y'all know the song, so I had to cut it. I might have to edit it out, but that's him and the guy, his friend from Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? I love the way you run. I do like that song too. Ken, sit your ass down with no rhythm. He's so stiff. White shirt, and like he don't know what he's doing either. What is this, Lord? Ken, this is why you ain't got no kids, because you ain't got no rhythm. You got to have some rhythm in them hips, all right? You got to have some rhythm in them hips. This is why you ain't got no kids. Let me stop. What y'all think about Ken over there? Over there on his Billy Ray Cyrus bullshit. That's what that is. Child, let's get into these court documents. All right, shout out to my girl Tay. Child out. All right, so let's go ahead and get these up. Let's see. All right. So shout out to my girl Tay because she sent me these this morning. I was like, hallelujah. So we're going to go ahead and read what the judge has said about Ken and them, y'all. We're going to get all in their business right quick, okay? Yes, we will. Y'all ready for this? Shout out to Tay. When Tay talk, let's make it big because we love big, child. We love big, all right? Y'all said great rise. Hey, they said dancing together. Right. Yeah, I ain't even gonna say what I'm thinking. All right, so y'all see it up there. Again, shout out to When Tay Talk. Say you already know the pick-me's are in the comment, and they are. Y'all know that, child. All right, so let's go ahead and read. In the Circuit Court in Madison County, Alabama, it appears that this was filed on 9/30/2025 at 4:26 p.m. Docket number 47-DR-2024-0004. Circuit Court, Madison County, Deborah Kaiser, presiding. So in the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama, Latricia Burnett, which is the plaintiff, versus Marquez Burnett. Case number, what we just read to you guys. All right, let's go ahead and read. Again, shout out to When Tay Talk. She sent me these this morning. I order setting the contempt hearing. Let's read into, because I want you guys to know a little bit more of what's going on here. And I blew it up as big as I could. So let's go. A divorce trial in this matter was had last month, and testimony was that the plaintiff had a living boyfriend, Kenneth Lee, living in the home with the married couple's minor child, the daughter, which is the minor child, okay, which her name is Zari. Now, it said that the court gave the wife particular order that the boyfriend was to be out of the house by 5 p.m. August the 25th. I stand corrected, 2025. Now, via a motion, it has now been brought to the court's attention that Mr. Lee, which is Kenneth Lee or Ken, did not leave as ordered. Now, a contempt hearing is now set for November the 6th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. room 514, Madison County Courthouse. The parties in the case are both required to attend the hearing. Now, in the event that the defendant has the video and photographic evidence that he claims, then the plaintiff will be incarcerated for a period of 185 days and fined $100. Girl, that's a long time. Ooh, girl, that's going to be 3 to the back. They're going to braid your wig back for that. I said that should the defendant not have the proof that he claims, the defendant, which is Marquez, he will be incarcerated for 190 days in the jail and fined $100. All right, that's for playing with the court's time. Okay, you better have all your shit together. It says that the sentence to whomever would begin immediately following the court or the contempt hearing. So right after the hearing, whoever was found to be guilty in this situation, their ass going right on back there in handcuffs. Ain't gonna be no turning yourself in. Ain't gonna be no waiting. Your ass going straight to fucking jail. So Chen and Ken and Marquez, I hope y'all got y'all shit together. All right, so the parties were warned after the divorce trial that the court would not hesitate to move quickly to enforce its orders. Again, this judge here should have been Mel and Martell's judge, because this judge here obviously do not play. Okay, they don't play. It says that in the event that either party does not appear for the contempt hearing, a warrant shall issue for the aggrieving party's absence. It says that the penalty for non-appearance will be 30 days in the penitentiary, Lord. Let's continue. Ooh, I felt that. In the jail is what they call it. I say penitentiary. All right, let's put it on down now. All right, so that this court does not condone bad or wrongful behavior or boorish adults acting like children. So they sick of their asses. They tired. So the court will not set regular court proceedings to scold insubordinate behavior. The divorce is final. Said that move on or pay the price with loss of freedom. This is what the judge is saying, child. They sick of their shit. It said that this order shall be personally served on the parties, the defendant's address. It gives their address, which I will not say out loud. Plaintiff's address is, I will not say, but it does say they live in Madison, Alabama. Done this 30th day of September 2025. Signed off as Donald Rizzardi, Circuit Judge. Say you laughing. Child, it's a serious thing. Ooh, let's look at all these documents, baby. Child, document 27, as you guys can see. Again, shout out to Win Tate Talk. All right, state of Alabama. All right, order of service and return. Case number DR24-407. All right, in the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama, Latrice Reedus Burnett versus Marquez Burnett. In the matter of, it doesn't have anything there, to any sheriff of the state of Alabama or any other authorized persons. So you are hereby commanded to deliver the attached documents, namely order setting the contempt hearing. So this is letting them know they have to appear at the contempt hearing. Okay. 2, and then it says name because Marquez is the one who filed or requested the contempt hearing on Trish. So it's like he must be really done with her. He's sick of her ass. And because y'all know, like I said a few weeks ago, they had this argument back and forth online where Trish was talking her shit. Ken jumped in and was saying some stuff. Marquez was responding. It was a mess. They've been doing this for quite some time. But Marquez went down there and he filed a contempt motion against Trish. And it's looking like Ken gonna catch some strays behind that shit too, because he did not follow an order that was direct by the judge in the trial for their divorce hearing. All right. So, of course, you guys see at the following address, it's saying their address. So they're supposed to be served to the address, which is Trish and Ken's address, dated 9/30/2025, signature of the county clerk, which is Deborah Kaiser. Okay, signing off. Y'all see that? Just return of service saying that maybe they didn't serve them. So it looks like they were served because there's no information put in here. Child, what? Is that the same thing? Okay, so let's see. This is like almost the same thing. Latricia Reedus. Okay, in a matter of to any sheriff in the state of Alabama, authorized person, you are hereby commanded to deliver attached document, namely order setting the contempt hearing. Again, that's letting them know that they have to. Okay, to Latricia Reedus. So it was one sent to Marquez, and then this one is set for Trish, which is Latricia Reedus Burnett. Because y'all remember the other page was with Marquez's name. Y'all see here, Marquez Burnett. All right. So this one here reads to Latricia Reedus Burnett. Okay. And then it gives her address. Again, signed off 9/30/2025. Signature of court clerk Deborah Kaiser. These, for those of you just joining, this is Trish and Marquez from Love and Marriage Huntsville. There is a contempt hearing coming up on November the 6th at 10:35 a.m. for the two of them to appear because Ken was not put out of the house on in August when he was ordered to by the judge. So he did not follow the order. The judge, of course, has said, hey, I'm not putting up with this shit, and whoever does not comply, their asses will be the fuck in jail. Let's go back up. Let's see. Go back. That's a long time. That is a long time, as y'all see here. All right. So Trish is looking at 185 days if Ken is still living in the home and did not move out. It has to be on that date. If he move out after that, it don't matter. The judge said by that date, by 5 p.m. So if he was still living in that house the next day or anytime after that, yeah, you are held in contempt. So Trish could be looking at 185 days in jail and a $100 fine. Now, y'all know she does work at NASA. That was verified, all right, in the court documents when they had their divorce hearing. We did see that. Shout out to Tay because she pulled that. So it is verified that she does work for NASA. You done fucked up your job over some dick. I don't know what to tell you, girl. All right, so and if Marquez does not have all of his proof and or video evidence, pictures, whatever he can come up with, showing that Ken is still living there or has been living there since August 25th, whenever he was told to be out by 5 p.m., then his ass gonna be facing 190 days in jail and $100 fine for playing with the court's time. All right, so they ain't playing with their asses, as you guys can't see. So line dance on that, Ken. All right, boot scoot and boogie on that shit. All right, moving on now. All right, so we got to talk about this. How many more topics do I have? Okay, that one I'm gonna say. This one we need to talk about because you got to watch what your children are watching on TV. It's so crazy how they're putting these shows out on TV now where our kids are being subjected to things that they're not, I want to say, mentally ready for. Okay, now, again, I have nothing against anyone and their sexuality, what they identify themselves as. That's your business. I don't care. I told you guys many, many times, my friend of now, 27 years is gay. He came out and told me, Rael, I just want to let you know I'm gay. I was like, I don't give a fuck. That's your life. That's between you and God. That's not going to, change our friendship or anything like that. So, hey, I have no problem with anyone that's gay. I have several friends that are. But the point I'm making here is, as children are growing up, I don't feel like we should subject them to certain things that they're not ready for. Their minds cannot, process. Let's say that their minds can't process some of the things that society and these television shows are putting out there for them to watch. A cartoon should be an innocent cartoon. They should not be sitting there looking like, what is this? Right? Shout out to Jocelyn Hernandez. I never really agree with anything she says, and I call her Cocaine Bear. I never agree with anything she says, but she is a mom. She does have a daughter with Stevie J. All right. This I do agree with. All right. Now let's go ahead and get into it. For those of you that have children who watch cartoons, please monitor what they're watching. Don't just cut on a cartoon and walk away, because some of the shit that they're putting out for our children to watch nowadays is very borderline. Some of that shit is inappropriate for children. Okay. Let's get into it. So Jocelyn responds after she got rid of her Netflix and something else because they were showing some type of cartoons that was inappropriate for her child. So she says, some of y'all stupid as uck. I cancel an app that my daughter watches and I don't like what they showing, so I cancel subscription. She said this has nothing to do with no messy-ish or no Zeus nor or nothing to even do with me. She said, I don't want my 8-year-old watching stupid-ish until she gets old enough to watch. Thank you. Said that cause they not polluting her brain. She said that she is a genius and will stay that way. No confusion allowed in my home. Praise the Lord. I agree with that. And that go for any other parent out there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a snippet of what they're talking about because, baby, this is what our children are forced to watch now. When they say, Mommy, can I watch some cartoons? This is the shit that they're playing for our children. Shout out to Live Bites.
It's me. I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney. And I can choose if and when I tell people. I've never been happier. And that's saying something when I spent today chased by terrifying zombie mascots.
So as you guys can hear here, and I may have to edit that out, it's okay. Where the little boy here is telling his female friend that he's trans. Now that could be very confusing to an 8-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old. They don't know what the fuck trans is. Why is that being shown in cartoons? Now I get it. That's what's going on in everyday life. That's a prominent situation now. But I feel that it is highly inappropriate when it comes to children cartoons. Please let kids be kids. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay. Again, nothing against anyone in their sexuality, what you identify as, but children got to be children. I just do not like when you try to force people to grow up to be older than they need to be or know more than they need to know at their age. I had a problem with LeBron James. Not LeBron. What's LeBron? No, not LeBron, but what's my boy? Dwayne Wade. I had a problem with Dwayne Wade trying to say that his son at 12 years old knew what sexuality he wanted to be and had him running around with dresses and shit. Allow kids to be kids. They're growing up. They don't know what they want to be. Today, they want to be a fucking scientist. Tomorrow, they want to be a doctor. And they're seeing these things, and I get it. These things are being presented to them in school, on TV, on games, but I don't feel like cartoons should be directed towards children and having adult conversation, commentary, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. Dwayne Wade was cool with his son at 12 years old saying he wanted to have an sex change to be a girl. Why? You're the parent. You tell your son when you turn 18 or 21, then you're an adult. You do what the fuck you want to do then. As long as you're in my house. No, I'm sorry. Kids get so much leeway. I feel like parents nowadays are being friends to their kids and not telling them the truth and not putting their foot down or maybe up their ass when they need it. Because at the end of the day, y'all don't run shit and not even your mouth. Okay? And again, your kids are going to be who they're going to be. And a lot of this stuff, again, they don't understand. Peer pressure. They see a lot of this shit at school and then they want to be what they see. It's called peer pressure. They want to fit in. The fear of not fitting in. So they do things and they want to be a part of things and they don't understand it. And that's why you have to have conversations with your children as well about a lot of these things. We keep saying we're living in perilous times. Perilous times is they're trying to pass off things and normalize it. And it's no different when it comes to our children. And now they're sneaking these things into cartoons. So I get why Jocelyn is saying, yeah, I'm canceling this shit. Yes, it's going on in the world, but my child will not be watching this shit to further confuse them. Children are already confused. But when they're hiding things like this in cartoons, you got to watch this shit. If you're a parent that have minor children, watch what you're cutting on them. Just cut on cartoon, walk away, be like, okay, guys. No, you stand there for a little bit and watch to see what they're talking about in these cartoons. Stand there for a little bit to see what they're watching, what they're saying in these cartoons. Y'all can hear what this little boy had to say. Let me back it up. Again, I may have to edit it out. It's okay.
He reminded me how important it is to live your life without apology. So I think I gotta give living here a shot. Don't you?
You don't need my permission.
All right, let me go back. Because I want y'all to hear what he said in the beginning. This is what I'm saying is going to confuse children. All right, let's go.
It's not the park. It's me. I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney. And I can choose if and when I tell people.
Y'all get where we're going with this? They said there's a lot of subliminal messages in cartoons. Yeah, but as parents, it's our due diligence to see what our children are watching and to monitor what they're watching. Put parental things on there to where you can see what they're watching and where they go. Okay, yeah, you have to watch that. My son, he play games on his Xbox and all that. I have to watch that shit because sometimes you have adults on there trying to play with kids. Same thing with TV shows. I have to tell them you cannot be on YouTube like that. I have to put parental shit on there because some of that stuff they should not hear. I don't want them to grow up too fast and be exposed to too much too fast. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's continue, child. I saw this. I said, wow. All right. So you see here, Jocelyn was like, bye. She canceled her subscription so her child would not be exposed. I agree with that. Okay. Now, they're saying Elon Musk calls for Netflix boycott over trans-themed kids show. All right. If you never like Elon Musk, this may be a good thing. So let's go ahead and read what it said. Elon Musk urged that his 226 million Twitter followers on October the 1st, 2025, to cancel Netflix subscription, citing the animated series Dead End. It said the Paranormal Park, which features a transgender teen character for viewers aged 7 and up. That's too young. And creator Hamish Steele deleted social media posts mocking conservative activist Charlie Kirk. It goes on to say that the call amplified the cancel Netflix trend, with users posting cancellation confirmations and Netflix shares dropping over 2% that day. Now, Netflix's 2023 Inclusion and Diversity Report, highlighting increased hiring of unprecedented groups, drew further criticism from Musk and others as discriminatory, though the company has not commented on the controversy. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Yeah, you better watch, honey. You better watch. You better watch. See, these are cartoons. Look at this. So this is from a children's cartoon on Netflix called Jurassic World. What is that? Creations? So since when has something like this been considered appropriate for children? These are two girls being intimate on a cartoon. How is that appropriate? How is this appropriate? How is this deemed appropriate for children as a cartoon? They're saying this is on Netflix called Jurassic World. If you see your children watching this, you may want to monitor. Jurassic World Camp Creations. This is what they're watching. Okay? All right. So let's move along. Y'all can sound off in the comments. Again, this is not an attack on the LGBT community. This is not an attack on anyone who is anything other than straight. Okay? It's an awareness. And let me just go ahead and put that declaration out there. This is an awareness for parents with children who allow them to watch things that are too adult and too mature for their viewership. Let's say it that way, okay? Because you have to monitor your children and what they're watching. You have to. And if you don't do that, society will ruin and raise your children. And you're not going to know who the fuck they are. And they're not going to know either. All right? Let's get into Phaedra Cougar. Phaedra Cougar Parks. Let's get into her. Because shout out to Phaedra is out here crushing on a little young white boy. Well, he's a man, but y'all know. Let's get into that, child. Phaedra's out here crushing. Let's get into it, child. Shout out to Reality T. All right. Say so inappropriate. I'm trying to tell you. When I saw that, I said, oh, yeah, we got to talk about that. All right, so let's get into it, honey. Phaedra, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Phaedra Parks is single again. Y'all know she just announced, I want to say like a week or so ago, she broke up with the guy that she was allegedly dating on Married to Medicine, the real tall guy, which was said to be Apollo's friend, which is so weird. Why you want to date your ex-husband's friend, child? Because he's going to be talking to Apollo, telling all your damn business. They're going to probably be comparing stories of you in bed, girl. That's what they're probably doing. Apollo will be like, yeah, y'all know I can color purple. We both had her, but we had her good. Y'all know they're going to be on that shit. You had it your way. I had them. Ain't that how they say on Color Purple? I said this shit crazy. I love to tell you. All right, so Phaedra Child is single and she's flirting with Harry Jowser. We're going to look at a picture of him in a second. Y'all probably can go Google it, but I'm going to show it here in a second. So she's crushing on this white boy named Harry Jowser. Okay. Now they said there's one thing. If there's one thing that Phaedra Parks is going to do, it's going to be flirty. They said the Real Housewives of Atlanta star knows just how to turn it up, both on and off the camera. Says, and this time she was called out for flirting with fellow reality star Harry Jowser on the red carpet. Now they said, and let's face it, Harry is also a notorious said he's been known to be a fuck boy across several different reality shows and has been linked with a laundry list of both reality stars and celebrities. So he's actually a perfect flirt target because you know he's always going to be down. So it's giving both of them were doing a little bit of flirting. Now he is an adult, so they are free to flirt back and forth. But it was kind of questionable because they were like, is Phaedra out here just dating a bunch of young boys? Her last said to be boyfriend, the guy that was on Married to Medicine with her, okay, he was very much so young as well. He's very, very young. He's much younger than her. But Phaedra's like, hey, maybe I just need a good, strong back in my life. I don't know. All right. They said it certainly helps that he's good looking too. I'm gonna show y'all a picture here. Said that Phaedra revealed that she had a thing for Harry at the Page 6 inaugural virtual reality T award. Not a thing for him, girl. Said that host Danny Murphy and Even Real gushed over Phaedra's red carpet appearance at the Emmys 2025, which she was invited to, whoever Angela is. It said that they mentioned how they loved how flirty and fab she was on the carpet. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at this picture that I pulled of this guy. He's not bad looking. Okay. I guess she got a thing for almost redheads, child. I don't know. She into the white buzz. Okay, this is him. This is him. Okay, Harry Jowsey. Harry Jowsey. This is Phaedra's little crush, little man crush, little young boy. Okay. Phaedra looking for somebody to crack her back. I told y'all Phaedra's a whole freak out here. Phaedra is a whole freak. I told y'all, what's the child name? Angela Stanton said that Phaedra wanted to show her how to give head. I said, well, girl, you say that out loud. She said Phaedra showed her how to give, fellatio, how to do that and give strong suction, if you will. That's what she said. I ain't saying. I was like, oh, okay, girl. Thank you for sharing that. I can go on about my day now. I mean, before that, my day wasn't doing shit, but now you just made my day. Thank you, girl. But this is the boy that they're saying, and I'm strong on boy. He's young. Said, so this is the guy, Harry Jowsey, that they're saying that Phaedra has this crush on now, child. And she was real flirty with him on the red carpet most recently. What y'all think? Child, just got her good little snowman, child. It ain't wintertime, girl, but it's snowing. Okay. I ain't mad at you, girl. It look like you want to run your fingers through his bangs or whatever, girl. I ain't mad at it. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to read up on some stuff on him. Let's see. All right. With over 4.4 million followers, let's pull it down some so y'all can see him while I'm reading. All right. Well, shit. Hold on. All right. Anyway, so with over 4.4 million followers on Instagram, Harry Jowsey has become a household name in the reality TV and social media landscape. Born on May 24th, 1997. He's just a baby. Miss Celia, that means you're still a virgin. Said that in Yeppoon, Queensland, Australia. Okay. Said that Harry rose to fame after winning the reality show Heartbreak Island in 2018. Now, his journey from a small town in Australia, okay, mate, says to international stardom is a testament to his charismatic personality and unique approach to life. All right, so is he going to be Phaedra's love interest on this new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta? She going to bring him on there? Is he going to be part of her storyline? That's all I want to know. All right, let's read a little bit more. Said Harry's early life in Yeppoon plays a significant role in shaping his personality, growing up with one brother and 4 sisters. He developed a strong sense of family values. Said that his goal to deposit $1 million into his mother's bank account reflects his commitment to supporting his loved ones. You might get that from Phaedra, child, if you put that thing down right. Phaedra might count out a little bit of money over there for you. Said that this dedication has resonated with fans worldwide, making him a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. So he got a little money on him. Okay. Said that Harry's career took a major turn in 2020 when he participated in Netflix Too Hard to Handle. The show, which focused on forming deeper connections without physical intimacy, catapulted him to global fame. Said his presence on social media, particularly Instagram, has further cemented his status as a reality TV star and influencer. Okay, so he's somebody out here. Obviously, Phaedra don't like no broke. Okay, she don't like no broke man. He ain't bad looking there, but he obviously looks younger than Phaedra, so she like the younger men. Whatever, as long as he's legal, it is whatever. And she probably fell in love too. Y'all know Australians, honey, they have that little accent about them, child. So maybe she liked that about him. He's not a bad looking guy. What y'all think? Is that he looks passable? I can't read some of y'all comments because y'all be doing the most sometimes. Okay. Okay, Crocodile Dundee, you hear? Okay, from Australia, from down under. He gonna be down under too. Shit. Okay. Yeah, that's what Phaedra like, child. She like for him to be down under. That's what they say to people from Australia be down under, child. All right, no pun intended. No pun intended. But yes, child, he gonna be down under, and Phaedra is a good little freak over there, Mr. Jowser. So you might want to watch it out over there, because Phaedra gonna put them jaws on you over there, okay? Phaedra gonna put them jaws, that suction on you over there, okay? Oh, Harry Jowser. That's what it's gonna be sounding like over there. Phaedra's little chateau up over there, okay? But that's it, guys. They say Australian men like black women. They do, child. They do. It's some nice looking Australian men though, okay? And that accent, where was I'm trying to figure out where Cynthia's man was from, because he was from across the water too. Which I know they broke up, child. That thing, he was looking like Predator. I was like, I don't know where you found him. You went all the way across the water to get Flavor Flav, girl. You could have stayed right here. Some ugly niggas right here in the U.S. But go off, sis. But that's it, guys, for our show. Right. How you go across the world and find Flavor Flav? Well, he right here. Like, the girl, you burn all that damn gas money and plane tickets for what, girl? For why? Okay. But yeah, let's get on out of here, girl. Said Phaedra gonna put that jawbone on him. Not the jawbone, girl. Ooh, child. But let's get on out of here, guys. Love you guys down. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. All right, I will be back for a pop-in later on today. Y'all killing me. Let's get out of here. Thank you to my top flight mods, Sweet Essence, Tyra, KBR, Truth TV Podcast, Rose Armstead. Thank y'all so much for modding for me and doing an awesome job, okay? Also, thank you to content creators, Schoolboy, if you're in the house, thanks for being here. Simple Mind Family TV, Sunny Days, Purple Unicorn, Shay Renee, if you're in the bushes, thanks for being here. Mods, can you please let me know if we have any other content creators before we get out of here? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Okay. Mods, right quick, let me know before we get out of here. Shout out to the 200 and something watching. It's a great show as always. Yes, I try to give y'all a great show for Car Chronicles because y'all know we have some great topics. We will be doing the I need to check. Let me right quick before we go. Let me check TMZ to see if there's an update for Diddy. Y'all know they said the trial's supposed to start, not the trial, but the sentencing is supposed to start at 10:30. Okay. Yeah, they ain't did nothing yet. He's still in there clenching his booty cheeks, child. Ain't shit happened yet. He's still in the courthouse, child, clenching his booty cheeks. So we're going to find out here real soon. And I'm going to come back and let y'all know. All right, but Tyra, thank y'all. That's nobody else. Did I say Miss Diddy? Thank you so much, Miss Diddy, for stopping by, love, okay? Mocha Pam, thanks for stopping by, dear, okay? And everybody else in the chat, of course, all my Caramelians, y'all know I love y'all down. Until the next video, please keep your notifications on. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe, all right? And come on back for our next pop-in video. Love you guys down. Bye. Happy Friday.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Or finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before.